Well, we're going to see a very good storming advancing, and also there's going to be a lot of tornado warnings as well for the storming appearing very soon, and also there's been at least like 4 tornado warning as well, but there's going to be other advancing, but we need to do it after this intro. Extreme was over here. We are actually looking at all these thunderstormings upwards. There's gonna be much more intensity with these K values, but there's not much about it. But these thunderstorms will be much more severe for tomorrow event on March 6th at around like 6 p.m. And also there's gonna be just maybe there's a couple chance for tornadoes parameters as well. But more likely we're going to see maybe a good more stupid Celsius for those thunderstorms. But not enough for it a lot of it. But there's a lot of good shear as well. And also we need to keep eye on it, all of these greens as well. Like these instantly in the atmosphere severely high as well. For these updrafts, it's really tiny. I want to get up close. These updrafts are little small numbers, but it still will be there for one of the greens for these storms. But you can see the totals of how many of these updrafts will be there. You can see some of them are a little bit bigger, like around like 27, I think so. And also maybe some areas could get to like 229. There's not a lot about it. But there's going to be a lot of good dew point scenario as well for these stormies in the atmosphere will be in there. And also you can see where the dry line about when the dew points go down, and you can kind of see where the boundary it is in the atmosphere as well for these stormies eventing still, but it is the, and also there's other greens like the water vapor as well to see these storms popping upwards because they need more water vapor in atmosphere as well for these stormings event. I think there's only going to be a like 50% chance for hail, and also some areas could just get like 5% chance, and also about the damage wind a little bit 15% chance for as well, and also 5% chance, only just 5% chance for tornadoes, and also just 5%. But on the day 2, well, I thinking there's only like 5% chance for damage hail threat, and also there's gonna be just some areas could get more damage wind threat as well, but the same thing, just 5% chance for tornadoes and also just 2% chance for this severe weather event, and always until like day 3 is also happening, but some areas could get to all the way to like 50% chance, but for some areas in just around like Pennsylvania, just going to get to just thunderstorms. We need to keep an eye on it for these thunderstorm risk as well. I was trying to say about the moisture about to those thunderstorms on the March 6th, on the Sunday. There's could be a good chance for these numbers to be a little bit stronger to all the way to like maybe like around very soon like 1,000 dew bars about the invention about it. It's just really interesting about it. And you can see on like on Monday on March 7th there's gonna be 1,000 tubers for it as well. There's other things we need to keep eye on it. Will be our photographs for these thunderstorm. There's something that not look right, but there's some that are really strong looking at it. And I have one just looking at this one example for these thunderstorms. We need to keep eye on this light blue to first thing about the dew point and the elevations when it's just gonna be right for these thunderstorms. We need to just keep eye on it for these events will be happening in the atmosphere as well. Just for all of these. This was a name, but this was part or projection, but there's no thing different as well. There's something we just keep eye on it. Just for these thunderstorms. Still we need to keep eye on it. Because the atmosphere is good because these photographs. This is just gonna be a good graph for what is going happening but very soon, but it's just so far, but at like GPS predicting very soon was feel like spring some areas, but eventually be a very cold dropping. That's what is, and also going to stay a little while until March 11th, and it's going to be another huge drop, very big drop on the 13th as well. And also we need to look when we will go to see going to be about to the spring, but it's just so far it's back to a cold and a spring. It's just compared, or maybe on March 19th, GS also predicting very good warm air for the northeast as well. And also we need to keep on what is could be lie ahead for March 22 for the advancing just. But there's another tool for lightning strikes as well for these stormies advancing, but no, like around like March 11th, Florida is gonna be getting a good thunderstormy rage over some areas as well. We just keep on all of these storms advancing, and also about the spring going on for the future time. GPS also predicting about the clouds could look like when these little bit storming some areas on the 6th, but on March 7th, but and also we need to keep on a good system on Wednesday as well. But we need to look into what is going to happen to around Florida on March 11th as well for these amazing storms like March 12th. Look like this could be amazing advancing as well. Well, we need to also keep an eye on more low pressure system brewing in until we will see more really good downdrafts as well for the storming eventing. Right now, we just keep an eye on it. This big blob, known as the blue going down, that's indicated very strong. Trying to say what is this, but it's going downward, and it's called a trough. That's what it is, a down trough, and it's gonna be upward as well. Just keep eye on all of these advancing, but just we need to keep an eye on it for these storming. But all of these just gonna be crazy advancing. Just keep an eye on it as well for these couple days for these stormings as well for other advancing in the future Florida as well. Because it's just gonna be a very long day as well for Florida. There's so much difference between the spring and also the winter as well. There's so much into these seasons. There's always changing. But this gonna be my outro. Extreme weather out here.